No one talks about the moment after the breakthrough. The moment where you get everything you wanted and suddenly feel like running the other way. You asked for change. You worked for it. You even dreamed about it. And now that it's here, it feels overwhelming, disorientating. Like you've walked into someone else's life and you're not sure you belong. That's the part we don't post about. The quiet fear that creeps in after the glow up, the doubt that bubbles up right when things start going well. Because no one tells you that with every breakthrough comes a breakdown of everything you once knew. Let's start with the fear of failure. It hits you the moment things start getting real. You land the job, launch the business, move to the new city, and suddenly there's this pressure. What if I can't handle it? What if I mess it up? What if I'm not who they think I am? It's that voice in your head whispering. You're in over your head. But the truth is, fear doesn't show up because you're unprepared. It shows up because you're expanding beyond what's familiar. And then imposter syndrome kicks in. You walk into that boardroom, or that new relationship, or that next stage in your life, and feel like a fraud. Like any minute now, someone's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, sorry, this wasn't meant for you. But even the best feel this. Serena Williams once said, I always believe I can beat the best, achieve the best. I always see myself in the top position. And yet, she still talked openly about the doubt that creeps in before every match, every milestone. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt. It's the choice to keep showing up anyway. Feeling like an imposter doesn't mean you're unworthy. It means you care enough to be stretching. And then there's the loss of identity. You look in the mirror and think, I don't recognise this version of me. And you don't, because you're no longer the person who fits into the old box. You've outgrown the chapter where you were certain, where you had it figured out. And stepping into the unknown, even when it's what you asked for, can feel like grief. Grief for the version of you who was comfortable. Grief for the simplicity of your old routine. Grief for the clarity you used to have, even if that clarity kept you small. That's where resistance to change shows up. You start to self-sabotage, delay decisions, overthink every move, not because you're lazy or unmotivated, but because change is uncomfortable, even when it's positive. I've been there. When I first became a life coach, it was a challenging transition in my life. From the outside, it looked brave, purposeful, aligned, but inside, I was filled with doubt. I questioned if I was good enough to guide others. I missed the structure and the security of a corporate role. And truthfully, I missed the identity that came with being someone who always had the answers. Because now I was starting over, learning again, leading with vulnerability, not titles. It was uncomfortable, but it was necessary. And it became the most rewarding chapter of my life. You see, emotional discomfort is not a sign you've made the wrong choices. It's a sign you're growing. Growth is not always graceful. Sometimes it's messy, emotional, confusing. Sometimes it looks like tears on a Tuesday for no reason you can explain. But that emotional discomfort, it's not a sign you're failing. It's a sign that your nervous system is adjusting. You are literally rewiring yourself to meet a new level of possibility. And this is where most people quit. Not because they weren't capable, but because they didn't expect it to feel this hard. But listen to me, hard does not mean wrong. Hard means new. Hard means you're doing something you've never done before. You are leveling up. And yes, it's scary. Yes, it's lonely at times. And yes, it forces you to face parts of yourself that were hidden in your comfort zone. But on the other side of that discomfort is clarity, confidence and alignment. This transition you're in, it's not the end. It's the beginning of you becoming someone who can handle more, feel more, do more and be more. So give yourself permission not to have it figured all out, to wobble a bit, to feel like you're breaking down even as you're breaking through. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave enough to keep going. Because this new phase, it was never about being perfect. It was about showing yourself who you've always had the potential to become. And now you're ready to meet them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it and leave me a comment. And please do remember to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss more videos just like this one. Until next time, I'm Dr. Rakish Rana, the Clear Coach.